Ooh, I like that. Long and straight.
That's how you do it. Playing his second shot here at the par 5.
Safely on deck.
Well, too bad, Frank. That one rolled right off the green.
It was just coming out so hot.
Second from an excellent lie. Well, look out. This could be wet, Frank.
It's heading towards the hazard.
Frank, what's the key? You just hit one OB.
Somehow forget what's just happened. Otherwise, the same thing's liable to happen.
Now playing 4 after going OB on that previous shot. That was a big, bold strike, and now a chance for a big, bold move. Putt for eagle coming up. Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
A Fowler eagle it would be. Can he hold it? Speed wasn't bad on that long putt, but the read wasn't very good. Frank, this is one you don't practice, but sometimes you have to do it. Time for the drop.
Yeah, it should be the easiest shot in golf. You've just paid for it. It's no snack, though.
Ooh, that hurts. Frank had the touch of a plumber right there.
Yeah, you'd like a redo, wouldn't you? Wake up, wake up!
Shouldn't be a problem here. Drops it, and he's at even par. For birdie, So a tester from 4 feet. And getting ready for the putt. Good solid par right there. Now at 1 under for the round. Ready to hit the tee shot here at the 6th. Frank, where are you looking to land the ball off the tee here?
Well, Rich, finally a par 4 that's not overly long. There's a little bunker down the left. That's about 250 yards. Shouldn't have a problem carrying that, but it's the next 2, just up ahead around the 330 mark. Just keep it a little short of that, short iron in.
He just blasted that one down the fairway. Out there about 325 yards. Like the looks of this one.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, this looks good.
Certainly is.
Frank, you played in conditions all over the world. Here come the winds now. What's the mindset?
Well, this is really what separates the men from the boys. This is where you've got to tell yourself, and it's an advantage to you. Obviously, the scores will go up a little bit, given the conditions. But once again, this is going to suit the stronger player today.
You like the old phrase, swing easy when it's breezy?
Definitely when you're hitting it into a head breeze. But if down breeze, tee it up a little bit, try and ride that wind some more.
Frank, that ball's sitting up like it's on plush carpeting.
Rich, if you and I had lies like that every time, we'd still be playing this game for a living.
Down the hill from here, Frank, probably going to go with 1 club less. This has really been a challenge all day long with these winds coming from different directions, changing speeds. It's gone from 15 upwards 25 miles per hour. Really a test for the players. Appears to be what they call a commercial play. Very solid. That's an outstanding shot right there, and it sets up a really good look at birdie. Frank, no surprise that Martin Keimer won a PGA championship here, just looking at this shot ahead.
Yeah, this shot obviously suits someone that hits the ball left to right with sort of like a hard bullet type cut. There's only really one problem for that player if he tries to play that shot, is that little pot bunker that guards the front half of this green. Second shot.
"15 feet away." That was a good-looking putt, just not falling right now.
No, sadly, he's going to be disappointed. Now, it's that sneaky distance.
Man.
Just pushed it.
Boy, that hurts. Not a gimme, but well within his range. Really no chance to go in there. He's putting for birdie now. Came to the putt excited to make birdie. Now, settle for par.
Yeah, a little change in the attitude right now. When you've let one go, you've got to really knuckle down there and make sure you don't drop a shot. It's important that this one goes in.
Just singes the edge, Frank.
Yeah, but at least he's burning the edges. You know you're hitting good putts.
Solid effort and reasonable result to stay at 1 over par. Just a shade over par, +1. And he makes it for a bogey here. What an interesting par 3 this is. The 7th is 221 yards. There is trouble to the right, and it is nicknamed Shipwreck.
I think those people that decide to go straight at the flag, then that's where they will pay a high price. There's nothing wrong with being a little left of the flag here.
Should be pretty good right there. On the safe side. Frank had hit the green, but just didn't have enough backspin.
Yeah, you wonder what he was thinking on that.
Appears to be a smart shot, Frank.
Yeah, no problem here. That's going to fly all the way.
How'd you like that strike?
That was top of the tree.
So the golf ball ends up in that first cut. It's a little bit less than 2 inches. You can see the golf ball should be able to get at it, but may not be able to control the spin. We'll see. So in the first cut here, it could be worse. He'll need to be strong with this. These putts keep the round together.
It's amazing. Doesn't matter how close it goes. It's an extra shot. That one will definitely hurt.
From about 8 feet. That is a painful bogey at the 7th hole. For par. Wow, that's disappointing. Chance to get too deep on one hole and you leave it short.
Well, the good thing is he didn't miss it, right? It didn't go past in this. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We'll never know.
Okay. Still has a chance for birdie, too.
Right, okay. I like that positive attitude.
1 over for the day.
Even par currently.
Tough bogey right there, moves to 1 over par. In for a bogey. That's an absolute tracer right there. In the fairway and well over 320 yards. Frank, as we get set for this approach, what does our featured player need to do to regain some of that early round magic?
First, a bit of advice, really. Take a deep breath. Make sure all those bad thoughts get out of your mind. After that hot start, we all know they can play better than this, but they need to relax first of all and then let their game take over again.
Seems to like it. Headed for the fat part of the green. Birdie attempt coming up for Ian. Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
Frank, this one looks like it might have a postage stamp on it. Airmail City.
Yeah, lick it. Send it.
Just averted danger right there. So close.
Why does he have all the luck?
Frank, when we stop staring at Lake Michigan in the background, what should we be focusing on this shot?
Well, somehow you've got to thread a long iron in between the bunkers on the left and the bunkers on the right onto a very, very narrow green.
This is a putt for birdie from long range. Probably would be happy to get down in two. Well, that's not the way you wanted to start out the backside here.
Yeah, you can't afford from inside 10 feet. You feel like you have to make those, and I mean, they really sting when they miss.
Could this be the start of another Ian Poulter charge? We'll see. This for birdie. So a long putt there and just didn't read it quite right. Shouldn't be a problem here. He's going to beat himself up on the way to the next tee. You don't miss those putts. Trying to stay steady, make a par. Has his par. Settles in over the putt. All right, no damage done. Stays at 1 over par with that putt. Good roll. Frank, what about this downhill shot off the tee and the idea that you just want to sort of let that ball run toward the green down the hill?
Well, Pete Dye just gives you so many different looks throughout the front nine of Whistling Straits, and this really is the first example of this, plus the swirling winds that are created by that sort of tree and the mounding on the right of this green. Quite spectacular.
Well, those are good numbers right there. 320, 320 yards. Just crushed it in the fairway. Beautiful looking shot right here. That's a good spot right there.
Center cut.
Frank, this is good golfing weather. Nice strong breeze. And Ian Poulter going for the green on his second shot. Well, this one should be safely on deck here. Chance to close out the front side here with a birdie. Frank, what are you thinking about on this approach here at the 9th?
It plays a little downhill, so it's going to play a little shorter than its distance.
This is about 125 yards. That might be a fat 8-iron for me. Birdie chance here. Very long putt, though.
Got to be a little careful if it gets away on him.
You've got to be kidding me. That was right on the edge.
I tell you, he wants to do over there.
And now a putt from 24 feet away.
Oh, that was nasty.
That's an outrage right there. I mean, if there's a high commission of golfdom, we need to consult them right now because it's just simply not fair, Frank. It's not.
I think the people above are frowning on the people below.
You couldn't ask for much more than that, except to make it. Lining this one up for par. Two over for the day. Did the job right there. Good work right there. He'll settle for par. Built on a 2-mile stretch of Lake Michigan over what was an abandoned airfield, quite a layout. It is Whistling Straits in Kohler, Wisconsin, site of not one but 2 PGA championships. Rich Lerner alongside Frank Navalo for EA Sports. Frank getting set for a challenging back 9.
Decision to be made here, really, how much do you want to chance with the tee shot? A good drive down the left side of this hole will actually get you very close to the green. But if you miss it left, problems.
Looks to be a good setup going into the green here at the 10th.